With MailChimp, you can design more engaging messages.
motherfucking trailer.
Would you like to see Gorosaurus versus Man, the solo trilogy from Toho? No, I would not, because nobody gives a shit about those two monsters. So let's be real. Honestly, with the exception of a handful of Toho monsters, a lot of them really suck.
Whatever it takes to stop the motherfucking lie.
Look at this guy's got glasses. Oh, a sophisticated zombie.
I heard Rodan's in here. I don't know if I don't know if I missed him.
I missed Rodan. On top of the volcano, I missed Rodan. Flying over the water, I missed Rodan. He's been confirmed, established 2014, right here on E.T.N motherfucking N. I have only ever loved one woman. And it ain't you, bitch. Poof. Bye-bye. Have a nice trip. See you next fall, because winter's coming.
I figured, I thought it was pretty good. I liked it. I enjoyed it. And number one is Godzilla. Godzilla?
Motherfucking trailer.
All right. Good evening, everybody. How's it going? Who we got here? Paleontologist is here. Jonathan's here. King Venom. Bobby's up in here. Ghostbusters Afterlife tomorrow, so I won't be active in terms in the stream as much as everyone. Yeah, I haven't decided whether I'm going to spoil it or not. If enough people haven't seen it, I'm not going to spoil it. Although there's really not nothing to spoil, to be honest. There really isn't. Yeah, there's really nothing to spoil. Like, pretty much, if you saw the trailer, especially the most recent one, and you saw the end of that trailer, then that's pretty much it right there. That's really the big thing. So, outside of that, there ain't really nothing to spoil. All right, what's going on? Ooh, that was loud. I'm sorry. I gotta figure out why this mic is doing that to me. I don't know why. Not mic. I'm talking about microphone. Microphone check. All right, so I was reading chat earlier. Somebody said that Dangerville was in the comment section. So he wasn't in the stream last night. I checked, and he actually left a comment. So he said, we only use Godzilla vs. Kong 2 in the title since it would be a follow-up to Godzilla vs. Kong. It's simpler than saying the upcoming MonsterVerse film. Our content never involves lies unless it's a theory video. Then we disclose that. So pretty much, I'm assuming he's referring to some people in chat because as far as I know, I don't think I called his content lying. I said his content was solid, and that some of the theories were a stretch. That's all. Which they are. I mean, that's not hate right there. It's just like like Mothra being in Kong versus Godzilla with the whole, you know what I mean? I think that's what one of them was. So if you're watching Dangerville, I just want to clarify. Make sure you watch the whole stream because I had no ill comments about your content. Just want to, although like I said, I think he's talking about chat because I was responding to chat, and I believe chat's on replay in that stream. It should be. Let me see. If it's not on replay, then he's probably thinking it's me. Like, no, chat's on replay on that, so it had to be from chat. All right, anyway. What's up? King Venom? Yeah, I know. Bobby Reynolds. Ghostbusters Afterlife is awesome. Ghostbusters 2016, a.k.a. Ballbusters, is going to the trash can while it's on fire. I think it's been in the trash can on fire already. What's going on, Steve? Hope everyone is doing well, by the way. I think we're doing pretty good. I think we're all doing pretty good. All right, so I did go see Afterlife this afternoon with my family. My kids loved the movie. My son is very, very enthusiastic about the movie. They actually want to go see it again. So they're going to ask their grandparents if they've seen it yet. If not, they're going to suggest it and try and go with them. So that'll be cool. And me and my wife can have a date to ourselves. How sweet is that? What's going on, Nuts? One more hour left at work. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. So, it was a good movie. This is very fun. It was actually a lot better than I expected. Very heavy on nostalgia, but I don't have a problem with that. I don't see that as a negative when you're trying to make people recollect or repeat the feeling they had when they saw something years ago that they enjoyed. I don't think that's a bad thing. So for that, it's an A+. It's a little slow in the beginning.
Aknogoji tipped $1. What's up?
What's going on, Akno? It's a little slow in the beginning, but I think I don't think that's a bad thing. It's just it took a while for the good stuff to get there. Unfortunately, when the good stuff got there, it was done quick. You know what I mean? But even that, I mean, overall, the little girl is awesome. She was great in this movie. Paul Rudd's role is not as big as I thought it would be, but it was still very good. The mother, I forget her real name, but I love that woman. Oh my God, she's gorgeous. If if you like her and you want to see her like buck naked, just go watch The Leftovers on HBO. She's on that show. Very good show too. I shouldn't just say watch the show because of that. It is a very good show, but she's in it. You know how HBO Max, they always like to add, R+ rated content on their original series. So she's on that series. It's a very, very good show. But yeah, she gets buck naked on that show like a gazillion times. So yeah, so I thought the little girl was great. Paul Rudd filled his role, kind of connected with her, which was cool. The kid from, I know his first name's Finn. I forget his last name, but the kid from Stranger Things was fine. He wasn't the star of the movie. The little girl was. And there's Ghostbusting, man. There's some Ghostbusting there. It was a very charming movie, and the end is pretty spectacular, albeit short. You know what I mean? But there's definitely a moment where it's a bit of a tearjerker. I had a little tear coming down my eye when that moment happened, so it was really good. So as you know, probably the little girl is Egon's granddaughter, and basically the story is, we all know that obviously he died in real life, so they did the same thing in the movie, and basically the mother and her kids, Egon's daughter, inherit this farm that he has, which is like a shithole. But you find out throughout the movie why he went there. You find out throughout the movie what kind of relationship him and his daughter had, and they kind of hammer on Egon pretty hard, and I think they did that to set things up in the end. But overall, it was a very, very good movie. This was a lot of fun. This is the kind of movie I want to go see. This is the kind of movie I want to spend money on. This was my first time in the theaters since before I came to North Carolina, so it's been over a year. And I can't even remember what the last movie was that I saw when I was in Massachusetts. So it could be as long as over 2 years since I've been in the theater. I mean, Endgame came out, what, 2019? So, no. Did it? When did Endgame come out? I'm trying to think, because probably it would be a Marvel movie would be the last movie I saw in the theater. So I'm guessing maybe Endgame's the last movie I saw in the theater. No, Spider-Man. Spider-Man Far From Home. That's the last movie I saw in the theater. Spider-Man Far From Home, right? So let me see. What movies came out in 2020? I got to check real quick because I can't remember when the last time I was in the movies. But I know if I see the list of movies, that I'll know which one was the last one. But I'm pretty sure it was Spider-Man No Way Home. Excuse me, Far From Home. Let's see. Let me see. Nope, didn't see that. Didn't see that. And if it was Spider-Man, then it was probably 2019. Let me see. Didn't see that. Didn't see that. Didn't see that. Didn't see that. Yeah, I think late 2019 was the last time I went to the theaters. Yeah, because I didn't see that in the theaters. Yeah, so it had to be 2019. Yeah, because 2020 was mostly the pandemic, which started March of 2020. So, yeah, 2019 was the last time I was in the theaters. 2019. Let me see. Let's see here. Yeah, definitely 2019. Now that I'm looking at this list, I just got to figure out which movie it was. Yeah, Far From Home. I didn't see Captain Marvel in the theaters. I wasn't interested. I did see Rise of Skywalker in theaters. So Spider-Man: Rise of Skywalker. I think those are the only two movies I saw in theaters that year, based on this list. Well, and Godzilla, I guess, yeah. So Godzilla, King of the Monsters, Spider-Man, and what was the other one I mentioned? Avengers Endgame. So I went to the theaters quite a bit in 2019. So whichever was the last of those movies to come out was the last time I was in theaters. So that's a long time, man. That's pretty much 2 years since I've been in the movie theater. That's insane when you think about it. But yeah, I love the movie. It was really fun. It's not perfect. I would say if I had to score it, you guys know I don't really do scores, but if I did, I'd give it an easy 7 out of 10. This is solid fun, man. It's just you go in there, you forget about all the other bullshit going on, and you just have fun. And that's really what it's all about. That's what the movie experience should be. There was no forced messaging from any direction. It was just a wholesome, good-hearted movie. A lot of service to the fans. Makes the Ghostbuster movies feel complete, even though I don't know if you can count this as a trilogy now. I don't think so. But either way, it makes the Ghostbusters series feel complete. There's no sequel baiting, which I like. It seems like this is a one-off, which, you know, those are rare these days. We hardly get a one-off. What's going on, Cosner? Yeah, so I guess Star Wars Rise of Skywalker was my last movie in theaters. Was it better than Ghostbusters 2016? Just barely. No, it was much better than 2016. I actually didn't hate 2016 like a lot of people did. But I guess I didn't view it from the scope of a Ghostbusters movie. Like, I actually went there because I like Kristen Wiig and I like Melissa McCarthy, and I liked the other girl. Leslie Jones to me was just a token. Like, she hardly had anything to do in the movie, and her jokes fell flat. The one that was the funniest in that movie was the blonde lesbian chick. I forget her name, but she's still on Saturday Night Live. I think she's a lesbian, or she might go both ways. I'm not sure, but she was hilarious in that movie. What are your thoughts of the end credit scene? I thought that was funny. I liked it. Wait, you're talking about it's not end credit. It's like right after the. I don't know if you want to call it a mid credit, or did they have two of them? I thought they only had one. Because if there was an end credit scene, then I missed it. I did see the mid credit scene. Hello, everyone who said hey to me. Oh, there was two ending scenes? Oh, look at that. I missed the second one. I'm going to have to read up on it now. Hold on. Now I need to know what it is. Yeah, I thought there was just a mid-credit scene. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to read it out loud. I just... Blah, blah, blah. All right. I'll have to check it out later. I don't want to... Because I'm not going to say anything, but I shouldn't probably read it even to myself right now, because then this is going to be dead silence on the stream, and that's kind of pointless. So yeah, I'll check it out later. I'll read about what it was and kind of see, what I missed. Rob, would you compare this film in terms of ideas to the latest Terminator film? What? What kind of question is that? Why would I even remotely come close to comparing this to the Terminator? These are two completely different genres. Or at least subsets of a main genre. So you take sci-fi, Terminator sci-fi action, this is sci-fi comedy. I know, that's just a weird question. How would you compare this film in terms of ideas to the latest Terminator film? Cosner, why don't you ask me a question after you come down from whatever the fuck you're smoking? Yeah, it was a very warm film. It was genuine. Like I said, I don't want to say too much because I know there's people here who haven't seen it yet, so I don't want to get into spoilers. But it's a standalone sequel. I felt like this movie was a standalone, but then I missed the end credit scene. So for all I know, the end credit scene could have set up a sequel. Do I like Paul Rudd as an actor? I think Paul Rudd's fine. He's gotten better with age. I give him that much. But you got to understand, Paul Rudd came into his own a couple of years ago. Prior to that, Paul Rudd was always a supporting actor in movies, He was never really... There's not too many movies where he's the main guy, I would say, what movie was it he did? It was a comedy. It was really funny. He did it with that blonde chick who's in all those comedy movies. I forget her name. God, I wish I could remember the name of the movie. I know if I look up his filmography, it'll all I remember, there's this one funny scene in the movie where his wife goes down on him, and the kids want to knock on the door, and they're both of them are shut up, and then you see the wife get up from shut up, I'm trying to remember what the name of that movie was, but I'm just using that as an example. He was the main in that movie. What fucking movie it is? It's gonna drive me crazy until I find out what it is. But he's been in tons of movies. I mean, this dude's dating back to 1995. Oh, he was also the lead in Dinner with Schmucks, which is really funny. That's him and Steve Carell. Really, really funny movie. This is 40. That's the one I'm thinking about. This is 40. Yep. Let me see. And then he broke through with Ant-Man. And ever since Ant-Man, he's been on a rise. You know what I mean? I mean, didn't they just recently name him like the sexiest man of the year? I would have never seen that coming. When did you see the movie? I saw it October 31st as a Halloween preview screening here in Berlin. Hey, what's going on, Inad? I just saw it today, this afternoon. Yeah. Still got a cold. Happy Saturday, everyone. Yes, happy Saturday to everybody. I don't remember too much of Dark Fate. Unfortunately, saw bits and pieces of it with my father, who liked it. Dark Fate wasn't all that great. Like the action set pieces were cool. The problem with doing Terminator movies is it's just redoing the same shit, but doing it worse. So in Dark Fate, what they tried to do is they tried to pretty much erase everything that happened before. So like, even though you see a Terminator in the movie, they're not really Terminators anymore. So I don't even know why they call it Terminator. It's this new kind of AI called Legion or some shit. And it's just not good. Yeah, Dark Fate was supposed to be Terminator 2. Which, I'm sorry, that's just not a good replacement for Terminator 2. And I will ignore it. As far as I'm concerned, the Terminator movies ended with Terminator 2 Judgment Day. That's it. Everything after that, I don't give two shits about. I don't really care for seeing Not So Sweet Home Alone. What? Terminator 3 is very underrated. Glad people are finally coming around to it. Yeah, but not enough people will ever come around to it for it to top Judgment Day. Terminator 3 is okay, but every Terminator pales in comparison to the first two. And not only that, the first two, the ending was just better. It was very ambiguous. You didn't really know. Like, you got a good feeling that they would be safe, but it kind of made it seem like they weren't, or that they weren't going to be. You just wasn't sure. It was just a great way to end the movies, you know? But now, ever since then, we get Terminator this, Terminator that. It's like, just give it a rest. That, Alien, and Predator need to be put to rest. If they're not going to do it good, and they're not going to do it right, then don't do it at all. Yep. Yeah, they ignored Judgment Day. Because in this movie, no, they didn't ignore Judgment Day. It was right after Judgment Day, if I'm not mistaken. It takes place right after Judgment Day when Sarah and her son took off. And the movie starts with them, like, on an island or whatever. Not an island, but, like, you know, like the tropics or some shit. And she's sitting at a table, and John goes to the bar or wherever to order drinks or, you know, get food or whatever. And Terminator just walks right in and blasts him to oblivion. That's pretty much them saying, fuck Judgment Day. Dark Fate is an average film, in my opinion. Dark Fate is not even... And here's here's the thing, too. It's not even... I don't know. It just wasn't that great. It just... it's tiring, man. Like, if I had to sit down and watch another Terminator movie, I'd be like, oh, again? Like, I would just get a feeling of fatigue. Like, I'm done with this. But Sarah Connor freaks out after seeing the older skin T-800 in Dark Fate 2019. She doesn't freak out. She's ready to kill him. Because the one they show later on is this one that killed John Connor. So when you see Arnold Schwarzenegger in Dark Fate, that is the same Terminator that kills John Connor in the beginning of the movie. So, yeah, I mean, suddenly he's just a normal, nice guy. And basically throughout the movie, he's the one that's been sending messages to Sarah Connor whenever a Terminator shows up. And you find that out later in the movie that because he feels guilty. He's learned how to become more human over the years. Basically, once his objective was done, he had no guidance, he had no orders. So he just started slowly becoming more human by studying them, by being around them. It's just not good. Yeah, Terminator 1 and Terminator 2 is as far as I go. But Rob, Arnie was selling curtains and he had a family. Yeah, so that doesn't make it a good movie. How could they do a Terminator movie right, in your opinion, by not doing it at all? Like, seriously, not doing it. There's no need. You just watch the first one and the second one, especially the second one. That is a perfect sequence of the story, a perfect beginning and a perfect end. Like, Terminator 1 and Terminator 2 is all you need. You don't need anything else after that. But it's a Terminator, it doesn't feel any remorse or fear. Well, until you rewrite the script and write in that they learn how to be... Like, he's not emotional. Like, he doesn't cry or smile or anything. He's just more human. He does human things. The dude's married and doesn't screw his wife. Like, seriously. Because they asked that question in the movie. And he explains how they have a certain affection for each other that doesn't require... I don't know. They have a kid, but it's not his kid. It's like her kid from a prior marriage. Yeah, the Terminator franchise ends with Terminator 2 at the end. I agree. Rob, what if James Cameron came back? Would you be interested then? No. There's a reason why he hasn't come back. Just because you see him promoting all the other Terminator movies that have come out, including Dark Fate, doesn't mean he has any involvement. You know, he's just trying to help out. But if he wanted to come back and do Terminator, if he thought it could go further, I think he would have done it. Well, she didn't know he was a robot. The woman he married or the woman he's with, I don't know if they're married, I can't remember, but they're together. She didn't know. Or does she? Maybe she does. I don't think she knows. I only seen it once, and it was a while ago, so I'm not... I didn't give enough shits to try and remember. Yeah, don't bother seeing it. You're just wasting 2 hours of your life. She did know. Okay. I wasn't sure. But yeah, she knew. I think what he said was when they first got together, she didn't know. And I think it was something along the lines was that she started to pick up on certain mannerisms and certain things he lacked as a human. And then that's when he told her. Like, you know, Terminators, they don't volunteer information. But if you ask them directly, they'll tell you the truth. A Versus movie could be the next Terminator movie? Oh, God, please. T1, T2, and the Bale rant. The one with Christian Bale was bad. I didn't like that one either. And the one with where John Connor is a fucking Terminator, that one was stupid. They're all dumb. They all suck. After T2, they're all garbage to me. And I've given them all a chance. I even gave Dark Fate a chance. That's because it was free. When I watched it, I think it was on like Prime or something. It was. I saw it on Amazon Prime for free. That's the only reason I popped, because just out of sheer curiosity. And I was like, all right, let me see what this RoboCop versus Terminator. I mean, I might go see that, but you know it's not going to be that good. Rob, do you feel the Avatar sequels are a smart move even after all this time? It doesn't matter. The money's already been invested, and the movies have already been filmed. So whether it's a good idea or not is irrelevant now. It's coming. So we'll find out when we see the movie. Just play Mortal Kombat 11 if you want to see Terminator versus Rambo or Terminator versus RoboCop. There you go. What is more dead? Star Trek, Terminator, RoboCop, Predator, and Alien. Predator and Alien, I would say. I would say Predator, Alien, and Terminator. Star Trek's definitely not dead. RoboCop, I mean, they don't need to do anymore. Like, the remake they did was mediocre. Like, I saw it and I was like, You know why? Because it's not just the lack of violence. It just felt very vanilla, uninspired. I like the guy who played Terminator. I think he's the same guy that's in the Suicide Squad, plays Rick Flag. I like him. He's a good actor, but that movie was not good. Give credit to the Rocky franchise for not really ever falling off. Yeah, no shit, right? Yeah, I mean, it was amazing. Sylvester Stallone was able to keep that franchise relevant for years. Isn't there a third one coming out, or did I miss the third one? Hey, Rob, hope you're feeling better. You ever see the deleted scene in Terminator 3 where Arnold's voice is dubbed by a black dude?
You
It's
are
hilarious.
one awesome motherfucker.
Really? No, I never seen that. Joel Kinnaman, yeah, he's a pretty good
Lee
actor. I
Kruger
like him.
super chatted $4.99. Hey Rob, hope you're feeling better. You ever see the deleted scene in T3 where Arnold's voice is dubbed by
Yeah,
a black dude?
I've never seen
It's
that.
hilarious.
Rob, do you think Transformers will go down the route like Terminator, Aliens, and Predator? Not yet. Not yet. There's still a lot of money to be made there. Every Transformer film has made money hand over fist. So there's still a demand there, I think. I feel optimistic they're gonna do a little bit better this time around. Like, you gotta remember, man, for all the shit we give Transformers, I always hear people say the same thing, and I concur with them. The first movie and the third movie are fucking incredible, especially the third one. The third one is epic. But the second one and everything after the third one is complete trash. And Bumblebee was good. I thought Bumblebee was a good movie. I liked it. Rob, do you think Passion of the Christ is a must-watch film? If you're somewhat religious and interested in the history of the Bible and the story of Jesus Christ, then yeah, I think it is. But if you're not, then you probably wouldn't like it very much. Or not like it, but you might not enjoy it. Check it out if you want. Hi, I'm Sergeant William Candy. I got to see that. Yeah, Dark of the Moon is really good. In fact, I think people enjoy Dark of the Moon much later. Like, I think at that point, people had Transformer fatigue, and the second one was so bad. But I kind of feel like years later, I hear people talking about Dark of the Moon a lot. Like, a lot of people, that's like their favorite one. And with good reason, it is really good. It's such an epic movie. Because I think for the first time, there actually feels like there's stakes. I mean, the Autobots are outnumbered. You know what I mean? And there's that one scene where you think Bumblebee's going to catch it. And that's the first time I ever felt like Bumblebee had a chance that he was going to croak. And he didn't, but that's okay. It was still just an action-packed... Oh, I'm going to watch that tonight now. Now that we're talking about it, I think I'm going to watch it. I haven't seen it in a while. I think I'm going to pop that on after the stream. Or we can do like a watch-along maybe next week. Transformers Dark of the Moon. That'd be good. Rob, did you see Rocky IV Director's Cut? I have not. Nanad, I have not seen that yet. I got to check it out. Honestly, Rob, you're onto something. I like Dark Side of the Moon too. Yeah. Dude, for some reason, a lot of people, like in the last year or two, when the Transformers talk started again, people started really talking about that film. Like, it's like people look back and said, damn, that was a really good film. And yeah, it was. I mean, I liked it when it first came out. But when you see all the Transformers movies, Dark of the Moon is a standout. You know what I mean? And of course, the first one is probably, I mean, the first one is really, really good. It was filmed well in terms of like, they really give you a good lead up to the Transformers. And when they arrive on Earth, that's such an epic scene with the music, and you see the meteors coming down, and they start popping out and getting their disguises. That is just a great scene. Rob, did you get the Ant-Man Easter egg in Ghostbusters Afterlife? Ant-Man Easter egg? I might have missed it. This year marks the 10th anniversary of Dark of the Moon. Wow, 2011, huh? Well, that makes sense, yeah, because the first Transformers came out in 2007, and it was so successful, they started pumping them out left and right. Revenge of the Fallen was terrible. Oh. But, man, they came back with Dark of the Moon and said, nah, we're going to do it up. The only problem I have with Transformers right now is the oversaturation of Generation 1 in recent media, like the Netflix shows. Well, it's the most popular generation. You know what I mean? You got to understand, dude. Optimus Prime is, like, loved in... I mean, when I was a kid, you know, I saw the first 2 seasons of G1, right? Generation 1. And then the movie came out. And the movie essentially ended Prime and introduced a new leader. That never held. People could not take it. You know, and it's not that Rodimus Prime or Hot Rod was a bad character. He wasn't. People just loved Optimus Prime. And I think it was in season 3 after the movie came out. I think halfway through the season they brought him back because people couldn't take it. Yeah, I agree with Mike. He's probably the most popular Transformer. I think the reason why he's so popular even today, he's not an anti-hero. He is a pure-hearted, he's like lawful good. You know, like right now in entertainment and culture entertainment, it's the anti-hero now. There's hardly any pure-hearted heroes. You know what I mean? Optimus Prime is a pure-hearted hero, and you just don't get enough of that anymore. And I think that's why people just love him. Yeah, that and you can't replace him. No, that's not true. Believe it or not, I've agreed with Mike on a number of things. It's just that when we don't agree, it becomes a verbal battle because he says ridiculous shit. I would like to tell you, but I don't know if it's a spoiler. About the director's cut of Rocky 4? Yeah, no, don't tell me. I want to see it. How much new content is in the director's cut, though? Is it a lot, or is it just like 2 minutes? He stands for what's right, even if it's bad for him. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, everyone is an anti-hero. The only true hero so far, I'd say, is Spider-Man. Spider-Man, Captain America, you could say. I guess Iron Man to an extent. No, not even, because Iron Man, he made a lot of stupid decisions. I wouldn't say that Iron Man is an anti-hero by choice. He's an anti-hero by accident. You know, like the whole Ultron thing and then Civil War. Like, he means well, but he made some bad choices. Superman, right? Yep. It's 40 minutes? Holy shit. Man, can I stream that? I might be watching 2 movies tonight. Is it only on DVD? Let me see. Rocky 4 Director's Cut. Oh, nah. No, it's not. And it's 4K UHD. I'm watching this tonight. Ooh, we're going to have a movie party on me all by myself. Rob, were you devastated when Optimus Prime died in Transformers? Yeah, devastated. I cried. And I wasn't the only one in the theater crying. I remember even my mother, like, shed a tear. Because my mom used to sit down and watch these with me. And she loved Optimus Prime. So when he died in the movie, she actually got a little teary-eyed. No, Iron Man kills in the first movie, so that makes him an anti-hero, no? No, I don't think killing somebody makes you an anti-hero. It doesn't make you lawful good, but, because then if that's the case, then so is Captain America. You know how many fucking people he killed in Germany? I think what makes you an anti-hero is you kind of tether, it's more than just killing people. You're willing to break the rules, even if it means jeopardizing your own morals. I think an anti-hero is someone who does good, but will not follow a moral code. You know? And that's not exclusive to Death or Life, I don't think. I think that's other things too. Because Optimus Prime killed plenty of Decepticons, but they never. I think a lawful good hero never puts morality into question in terms of deciding how he's going to deal with his foe. You know, I think the killing is a necessary truth. If you're a hero, even if you're lawful good, I mean, you got to kill Megatron, right? Because you know if you don't, so. Yeah, Punisher is a good... The Punisher, because Punisher just kills everybody. Like, yeah. Isn't Batman an anti-hero even though he doesn't kill? He's a vigilante. Would I call him an anti-hero? There have been so many versions of Batman where he works with the police and he works with Commissioner Gordon that I would say, if you don't want to call him lawful good, that's fine, but he's certainly good. And the fact that he doesn't kill, he really teeters on lawful good. He just looks badass. He just looks like he could be a villain. You know what I mean? Venom would be an anti-hero, I think. Deadpool, definitely an anti-hero. Rob, do you think Jason Todd is an anti-hero? I just don't know enough about the character. You guys remember, I'm not heavily into DC, so I know more about Superman than I do Jason Todd. John Bernthal, best Punisher ever. Wolverine is an anti-hero, yes. Jason Todd would definitely be an anti-hero. My grandma went to the cinema to watch Bug's Life with me when I was a kid. She fell asleep and snored so hard people started laughing. When the credits came, she woke up and said it was a great movie. Ha! That's funny. Rob is Godzilla anti-hero? Most certainly. I think 2014, I'm just watching, make sure my dog's not trying to jump on the counter. She's had this thing where she's been pulling food off the counter. Yeah, Godzilla's definitely an anti-hero. I would say 2014 put that in the best display. Because generally you view him as good because he's stopping the Muto. But when you see all the people he killed and all the destruction he caused indirectly, you know, to have no... What is she doing? Emily? M? They got their headphones on. Oh, never mind. She walked out. Raven? Surprised she hasn't come over here yet. Yeah, I would say Godzilla's definitely an anti-hero. But Godzilla's also he's been on every level. He's been an anti-hero, he's been a lawful good, and he's been lawful evil. I like him when he's lawful evil, personally, but I like anti-hero. I just don't like super good Godzilla. I liked super good Godzilla when I was a kid, but as I got older, I like either anti-hero Godzilla or I like evil Godzilla. Yeah, Loki's probably the definition of an anti-hero. That dude, he switches lanes like, forget it. Late Show Godzilla, is Gamera lawful good? He is until his trilogy in the 90s. Then I would say he's more anti-hero. Because he causes a lot of destruction too when he's fighting these monsters. John Bernthal is almost too believable as the Punisher. That dude is such a good actor. I love watching him on... I wish he would have more movies where he's the lead character. You know, like I thought, like he had a very small role in The Wolf of Wall Street, but I loved him. Like remember in Wolf of Wall Street when they first getting started, and Leonardo DiCaprio goes up to him and says, "Sell me this pen." He says, "You want me to sell you that pen? All right, give me. What's your name?" He's like, "I need a pen." There you go. Pen. I was just so the way he does it with his mannerisms and all that is so funny. He's just such a good actor. Yeah, he was great in The Walking Dead. I kind of think they missed him much later. Like, even though that's how it goes down in the comics, it would have been worth it for them to rewrite that and have him go further in. Yeah, Wolf of Wall Street's a great movie.
You are one awesome motherfucker.
I need to watch that movie now. just for that scene. I know, right? It's such a great scene.
Akno Goji tipped $1. Imagine if they kill Optimus Prime. I am not including Revenge of Fallen. Fuck that movie. The on Bayformers movies are the first and the third, and Transformers Bumblebee movie are the only good ones, also not including for the OG Transformers movie from 80s.
Jesus fucking Christ. Wow. I haven't seen Ford and Ferrari yet. I think it's on HBO Max. I got to check it out. Acno learn how to use periods. Yeah, seriously. Got to reload the tank. I didn't even know what he said. There was no pause there, and I'm like, what is he saying? What did he say? It piss off 80s kids. Ever heard of a comma dude? Punctuation, Acno, please. Acno must be pregnant because he missed 4 periods. Ha! That's clever. I like that. Speaking of HBO Max, King Richard starring Will Smith about the story of Williams sisters for tennis. Is that on HBO Max? I thought that was coming to theaters. Is it both? Travis Bickle is an anti-hero? Travis Bickle. Who's Travis Bickle? I'm not familiar. Anybody know? Yo, Rob hit the vape. That guy never came back. Oh my God. I'm tired of having this cold. I hope it goes away soon. Read it again. He made no sense. Oh, it's in both? Okay, maybe I'll check it out. I mean, I'm not a tennis fan. I'm not a, but John Berthold's in the movie, so it might be worth watching for that. All right, let's see what this fucking guy said. I'm going to have to change the thing. Oh, Robert De Niro. Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen that movie in a long time, so I hardly remember anything about it. Didn't even remember the guy's name. So there you are. There you are. I think when I saw that movie, I was probably way too young to be watching it, and that's why I don't remember. And Will Smith. Yeah, Will Smith's stock has dropped, though. He's not... I mean, he's a good actor, but I don't know. He's made some bad movie choices the last couple of years. Maybe this one will bring him back. So he said, imagine if they kill Optimus Prime. I'm not including Revenge of the Fallen. Fuck that movie. Then Bayformers movies are the first and the best Bayformers movies are the first and the third. And Transformers Bumblebee movie are the only good ones. Also not including for the OG Transformers movies from 80s. Oh, he didn't piss off 80s kids. He said those are the best ones, including the OG one. But surprised there hasn't been I Am Legend 2 yet. Why would there be? The ending was pretty well done. I mean, why is there more books? Because I know that came from a book. What was this? Oh, that was an hour ago. Why didn't I see that? Wise sponsored the channel. Thank you, Wise. Appreciate that. I don't know if you're here, but...
Wise sponsored the channel.
Rob deciphering Acno's text. I know. Mean Streets is a great early Scorsese film. Have you seen Hoosiers? Jesus Christ. A long time ago? Well, wait. You're talking about the one with Gene Hackman, right? Where he's the coach for the Indiana Hoosiers? Long time ago. I only saw it once. I vaguely remember anything. There was an alternate ending for I Am Legend, so they could continue the sequel from that. Yeah, there was an alternate ending. I'm trying to remember what it was. Remind me. I know it was on the DVD that I had, and I haven't watched any of my DVDs in so long because everything's digital now. Freddy Got Fingered? Nah, I never saw that. Rob, do you watch Hard Knocks? Sometimes. Depends on the team. I did see like the first 2
You are
episodes
one awesome motherfucker.
of the one with the Dallas Cowboys. I know there's a mid-season one going on right now, but I haven't seen it yet.
Aknogoji tipped $1. Also been a member for 15 months. My 15-month anniversary is today.
Well, it might have popped up earlier and I dismissed it. Sorry. But thank you for the 15 months. I appreciate it. I can highly recommend you watch Gunpowder Milkshake. It's so hilarious. It's a hilarious title. Where the female zombie was saved and Will Smith survived. Oh, yes, I do remember that now. Yep. Because I know in the theatrical ending, he's trying to make them understand. He's like yelling at them when they're trying to crack through the glass. He's like, I'm trying to save her. I can save her. And then he sends the girl off with the cure. And he sets off a grenade and kills himself and the ones that are there. And she gets to safety. Watch No Sudden Move. Why does that sound? That sounds familiar. I'm gonna watch Gunpowder Milkshake eventually, along with The Old Guard. Rob, have you seen Hardcore Henry? Yeah, I've seen that one. It's a first-person movie, basically with guns and yeah. It's like watching a Call of Duty for like 2 hours. Yeah, with the grenade. I remember that. Watch Lamb. I'll pass. That movie doesn't look all that appealing to me. I watched The Land That Time Forgot a couple of months back. It starts out pretty good, but it gets shitty when the cavemen show up and take up all the dinosaur screen time. Yeah, that's an oldie. I think I might have seen that once as a kid. I Am Legends with Kevin. I do remember the movie Gamer with Gerard Butler. I actually never saw it. I wanted to see it, and I just never got around to it. But I heard it was really good. You know some movies that are really good? These are a little bit more on the, I don't want to say discreet, or I don't even know if they're necessarily, indie. I think maybe 1 or 2 of them are. Let me see if I still have them on my playlist here. Nope.
You are one awesome motherfucker. The tip jar tipped $5. Jesus Christ, Acno. Learn to spell correctly. Grammar. Oh yeah, get granally. Fuck my life as a jar of tips.
The tip jar basically took a $5 out and put it back into the tip jar. That's funny. The tip jar tipped $5. Oh man, that's good. I put a list up on the Nation Facebook page like months ago. I had seen a bunch of these movies that were a little bit obscure, but they were really, really good. And I'm starting to forget what the titles were. Usually when you watch a movie on Prime, it'll like keep it in like your your view history, but for some reason it's not showing up.
You are
here.
one awesome motherfucker.
I don't know why.
Akno Goji tipped $1. Have you watched any Studio Ghibli film?
You should have given me an example, because Studio Ghibli sounds familiar, but I don't know what movies come from there. Let me see. Free? No. My stuff. Here we go. Maybe it'll pop up here. Excuse me. Oh, here we go. So, Take Shelter. Super good movie with Michael Shannon. And what's the redhead chick's name? Jessica Chastain. Very, very good movie. Very good movie. I would highly recommend that one. Let's see. What else do I have here? Well, that's one that popped up. Let's see. Purchase it. There we go. Nope. Here we are. Oh, they only showed that one. They didn't show the other ones that I had checked out. Maybe because they were all free. That's probably why. So I didn't rent them or buy them. Yeah. Because there was this one alien one I saw. It wasn't, I don't want to say it was alien because there wasn't like aliens in it. Well, there were, I mean, it was about a UFO. But it was really good. It wasn't like your typical alien movie where the aliens are like all over the place. And wasn't that? It was an indie film. It was done very close to the chest. But it was really good. And I'm trying to remember what the name of it is.
You are one awesome
and
motherfucker. Akno Goji tipped $1. Here's a good example, Princess Mononoke.
I've never seen that movie. You should have used that tip to maybe name off a couple of movies. Because that one I didn't see. It really bothers me that I can't find them. But oh well. There was like 4 or 5 movies I saw, most of them obscure, but they were really, really good. Oh well. Now, it wasn't Extraterrestrial. No, not District 9. It wasn't mainstream. I've seen all those, but it wasn't mainstream. Rob, Studio Ghibli does Japanese anime films. There's a whole section on HBO Max. Oh, then I'm gonna bet no, that I haven't. But I have heard of the studio. That's why I was like, oh, have I? Rob, did you watch the Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler? I personally thought it was terrible. I wanted to leave so bad during the film, as Adam Sandler character was very annoying and unbelievable. I have not seen it. I did want to see it, and I've heard a lot of good things. You're like the first person to say it wasn't good. But I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I haven't seen it yet. But I do want to see it. Is it off of Netflix or is it still on there? Isn't that where it debuted? Isn't that like an original Netflix film? No, it wasn't Arrival. It was very indie film. It was an indie film. Can someone name an Adam Sandler movie that's good? Reign Over Me. Reign Over Me is really good. District 9 was really good. Now, it wasn't Sputnik.
You are one awesome motherfucker.
Superhero cartoon named Invincible. I've seen Invincible. Invincible's good.
Akno Goji tipped $5. Oh my god, you haven't seen Princess Mononoke. Oh boy, you need to watch it. Is its best film.
I don't know. This is coming from a guy who likes fairy tale. So I'll pass. Happy Gilmore, I love that movie with Adam Sandler. Click was actually really good too. I don't know if anyone's seen Click. Click, he's actually has quite a few good movies, to be fair. Some of them are bad, but he's got some pretty good movies in there, some sleepers. Yeah, Click was good. Bulletproof. I like The Wedding Singer. That's one of my favorites. My wife likes 50 First Dates, and that was pretty good too. It's good. I don't know if you would enjoy it, but it's a good movie. Princess Mononoke. Yeah, it's 51st Dates is more of a rom com. And I gotta be fair too. Him for some reason, him and Drew Barrymore do have good screen chemistry. I mean, they did like several movies together. Big Daddy was stupid. It was funny sometimes, but it was stupid. And another one that's stupid, but I absolutely love and adore it, and I'll watch it whenever I get an opportunity, is Waterboy. It is a stupid movie, but goddamn, I love that stupid movie. Rob Schneider cameos. You can do it. Yeah. Well, I think that started in Waterboy. The Animal with Rob Schneider. Oh, dude, that's another stupid movie I love. That's like the only, in my opinion, that's like the only good Rob Schneider movie is The Animal. Oh, man. Nah, Big Daddy's funny, but it's
awesome
stupid.
Motherfucker.
But Waterboy is probably my favorite stupid Adam Sandler film.
Akno Goji tipped $5. Okay, it's nothing like Fairy Tale, it's really good.
All right. Well, I'll put it on the bottom of the list. See if it works its way up. The Chick and the Animal was fire. That Chick and the Animal was not even an actress. She was one of the first contestants on the Survivor show. I think season 2. And she was like one of the finalists. I don't even think she did any movies after that. Little Nicky. Little Nicky was another stupid, funny movie. Like, it's stupid, but I did think there was some funny moments in there. Deuce Bigalow one is funny. I see. I didn't like Deuce Bigalow nearly as much as I liked The Animal. Not H2O. Gatorade. H2O. Water sucks. It really, really sucks. Water sucks. I love that shit. I don't think I saw that one. The Faculty was a good movie. Boy, a lot of youngins in that movie, remember? Jordana Brewster was in that. No, was it? Yeah. Femke Jensen was in that. I think she was one of the teachers. Who else was in there? That chick that always looks goth in every movie. She was in Waterboy. Yeah, she played. Yeah, I forget her name, but you know what I'm talking about. She was in Waterboy too. I never saw I never saw any of the Leprechaun movies. I just thought it was stupid. Yeah, Josh Hartnett was in there, of course. He was the ones with the drugs. Did I see Jarhead? I think it was on my list. I had a couple of weeks ago, not weeks ago, a couple of months ago, actually like 3 or 4 months ago, I went on a military movie barrage. And I saw Hacksaw Ridge with Andrew Garfield. Very good movie. Very good movie. I saw The Band of Brothers on HBO. That was good. There was another HBO one I saw too. Like another 10-episode miniseries. Forgot what the other one was called. What else did I see? Oh, I saw... This one wasn't military heavy, but it was based on World War II. It was based on a true story with Benedict Cumberbatch. What was the name of the movie? And Keira Knightley was in it. Oh, man. Fuck, I can't remember the name of the movie. But it was really good. Basically, he was like military intelligence. The Imitation Game. Thank you, paleontologist. Such a good movie. Yeah, I saw that one for the first time like 6-7 months ago. Imitation Game is really good. Hacksaw Ridge is really good. I like Andrew Garfield in The Social Network. Yeah, Social Network was a pretty decent movie. Who else? Rob, have you seen Troll Hunter? Not the kids show, but the Norway. Yeah, I did see that. That was good too. I like that one. Why did I think it was called Enigma? I don't know. Oh, snap. Remember The New Guy? It was hilarious. The New Guy. Why does that movie sound familiar too?
You are one awesome motherfucker.
Please say you watched Platoon. Well, I saw that many years ago. That and Full Metal Jacket
Lee
were...
Kruger super chatted $1.99. Please say you watched Platoon.
Yeah, Platoon, Full Metal Jacket. I watched those years ago. Saving Private Ryan. I watched many years ago. I was just kind of going to movies that I hadn't seen yet, like military movies. So Hacksaw Ridge was one. Imitation Game was one. There was a couple of other ones. Another one that wasn't necessarily military, but it was also World War II, was the one with Gary Oldman where he plays, was it Churchill? And Gary Oldman plays him. Is that the one? I saw that on HBO. I saw Dunkirk. I finally got around to seeing that. Black Hawk Down I saw years ago. But yeah, I did watch Dunkirk. That was really good. The Darkest Hour. Thank you, Jonesy. Thank you. I watched The Darkest Hour. That one I liked too. That was good. Dunkirk was good. Hacksaw Ridge was good. Band of Brothers is good. The other miniseries is good. They were all good. Yeah, it's The Darkest Hour. Was it Churchill he was playing? I can't remember. I think it was Churchill, right? William Churchill? I did not like Dunkirk. Dunkirk was good. Midway I liked because it was a little bit more action-packed, but I liked Midway. 1917 I haven't seen yet. I gotta watch that one next. Yeah, Darkest Hour I liked. That was good. Imitation Game I really liked.
Hey, Mom. She's actually licking her feet. Yeah.
How?
I don't know.
I mean, if she's licking down there, that's fine. As long as she's not licking her
No,
stomach.
she's not. No, he's not. No,
Okay.
he's not. We're just keeping an eye on that.
Chernobyl. Chernobyl is really good. That miniseries is whew. I mean, it's not military, but it doesn't matter. It's still a very good show.
Good night,
Night.
Dad.
You want to tell everybody how you liked Ghostbusters?
Okay.
It was amazing.
Wait, let me tell them. So I thought
No spoilers.
No
buddy.
spoilers. Be careful.
it was pretty good. In one of the parts, I almost pooped my pants and peed my pants. Well, like, and one.
Oh, there's some jump scares. That's why.
Yeah, I got scared in two parts. Oh, you know what? Never mind.
Oh yeah, I saw Fury. Oh, that one's good.
Wait.
Yeah,
Wait,
Fury
real
is
quick.
really good. Huh?
It was so loud that that's the reason why it scared Olden. Like my ears were literally about to bleed. That's how loud it was.
You are one awesome motherfucker.
Anyways, good night.
Nice, sweetie. Oh, love you.
You got a tip?
Akno Goji tipped $1. Princess Mononoke Rotten Tomatoes score, critics score 93% and 94% for audience score.
Acno, we're sitting here talking about actual good movies, and you're still bringing this bullshit up. The Outpost on Netflix is good, and Sandcastle. Have you seen Whiplash? Full Metal Jacket I saw years ago. Whiplash I did not see. Yeah, Fury I loved a lot. That was really, really good movie. Acno, the more you recommend it, the less likely he'll see it. Jonesy knows me so well. Jonesy knows me so well. Okay, Rob, I have to go. It's 3 a.m. here in Berlin. Have a good day and let me know how you like Rocky IV Director's Cut and Gunpowder Milkshake. All right, Nanette, take it easy, man. Thanks for reminding me about that Rocky Director's Cut. And I will look up Gunpowder Milkshake tonight and put it on my watch list, man. You have a good one. I'll talk to you soon. What the hell is Acno talking about this time? We're over here, Mr. L, talking about classic like military movies or World War movies, not necessarily having to be action-packed. And he's bringing up some stupid anime movie called Princess Mononoke Moko or some shit. Which I have no desire to watch.
Is Acno on the stream?
No, he's just, yeah.
Why?
Keeps donating money. Honey, you gotta put it up to 5.
Put what up to 5? What? Oh, yeah, I know. Hey, girl. Come here. You didn't say hi. What?
It's a mess. Look at this.
I know. We'll take it off like Monday. I think she'll be good.
Or
Come here,
Sunday.
girl. Hey.
She found poop.
Hi. She pooped? Yeah, because she ate.
She actually
And then we got up to the top stair and she burped right in the face.
Yeah, because she probably ate so fast. My dog has lost a lot of weight. She's been not eating, and
You
it's
are
not
one
because she's
awesome
sick.
motherfucker.
She wants table food so bad that she refuses to touch the pellets.
Alex Sawyer tipped $3.33. No, you really need to take the hint and shut up. Also, if you're gonna be part of the conversation, stay on topic, please. Thank you, go to bed.
What's the name of the new Toho movie about the battleship Yamato? Oh, I'll tell you right now. Yeah, that's supposed to be out. I don't know if I'd like to find where I could watch it because it looked really good. I don't know if you guys have seen that trailer. It's called The Last it's like the last journey of, oh man. Yeah, I remember I put the trailer on The Nation. The Great War of Archimedes. Yeah, that's what it's called. I'll probably get in trouble for showing this, but it's all good. If you guys haven't seen this trailer, look how good this looks. This is a Toho movie. Maybe a little set the tone for what we can expect in the future for Godzilla movies. But I actually want to see this. It looks so good. Battleships will be useless in the wars of the future. Look how good this looks for a Toho film. $93 million.
彼らの戦艦は戦争への一本道。断ち切らねばならない。おそらくこれ、虚偽の数字を出しているんではないかと。随分計算が早いな。僕は2月まで帝大の数学科にいたんです。昨日話したように、君には全力で見積もりの再計算をしてもらった。ただ念のためにその書いてあるには計算のために必要と思われる資料は絶対に渡さない。
Yeah, I gotta look for this movie. I want to see it.
見積もり書の数字がデタラメであることを証明したいのだ。まさか国家の危機だというのに。文法会議問題様。これは正義を踏みにじる計略。明らかなる背徳行為です。数学には世界を変える力がある。
You are one awesome motherfucker.
Yeah, it looks really good. I want to see. I want to see where we could see it. Yeah. Right? The cinema looks really good, doesn't it?
$1. Okay, here's one that's on topic. Grave of the Fireflies. That's It's a War movie.
Okay, good. You know what other one is really good I saw recently? It's exclusively on Apple, but it stars Tom Hanks. I don't know, is it called The Gray Shepherd or The Greyhound? I think it's called The Greyhound. It's really, really good. Yeah, Greyhound. Yeah, if you get a chance to watch it, you know, like if you see a free trial that you can get for Apple, I'd recommend signing up for the free trial just to watch that movie. The Greyhound is really good. But yeah, I wonder where we could watch this movie. I mean, this trailer came out April 29th this year. The Great War of Archimedes. I've been wanting to see this movie. Oh, you can watch it on YouTube. That's pretty much it. YouTube, Google Play, Vudu. Oh, it's on Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime. Oh, yeah. Bookmark that shit. I'm watching it. Oh, thank you. Oh, I know. Now you wanted to come over here. I didn't know. The Great War of Archimedes. There it is. Bookmarking this bitch. Not bad. It's only $4.99 to rent. All right. So where's my button? Add to watch list. There we go. Very, very happy about that. Very happy. No, it's $4.99 to rent on Amazon Prime. Rob, tell me you've seen Downfall. I have not. Do you have to pay for the movie though? Yeah, it's $4.99. Well, $4.99 if you rent it. If you want to buy it and own it, it's $11.99. Thank you. I know she just knocked it over because she was trying to get to me. Good night.
Night, love you.
Love you too. All right, girl. You want to say goodnight? Come here.
No, who's he, daddy?
What, do you have a treat for her?
No.
Raven, come here. No? Come here. Come on. Oh, there you go. I know. You're not jumping up tonight? You're not going to jump up?
Up.
That's fine. Ass is heavy anyway.
Good night.
Even with all the weight loss. Yeah, she's been so stubborn about eating her dry food that she's literally lost a lot of weight. But it's not out of lack of hunger. She just refused. It's almost like she'll starve herself to death if that's what she has to eat. And I'm like, what the fuck? Have you seen Fight Club? Hell yeah. Who hasn't seen Fight Club? I don't watch too many war movies. I normally don't either, but I know there's a lot of good ones. And like earlier this year, I went on a war movie watching spree. Downfall is a must watch. Downfall. All right. I'm going to have to look this one up too and bookmark it. English subtitles. Oh, I know which movie this is. Okay. Isn't this the one that gets memed on YouTube with the Hitler scene? Okay. It's gonna be tough to take the movie seriously. Every time that scene pops up, I'm gonna think of all the memes I've seen. Who else thinks Amazon's The Lord of the Rings series will be trash? I gotta wait to see it first. So I'll get to see it for free. Cause I'm Prime, so that's an Amazon show. I'll just be able to go and watch it. So, I'll check it out. I'll let you guys know if it's worth picking up or.
Akno Goji tipped $5. Grave of the Fireflies is a must-watch.
Grave of the Fireflies? Never heard of that one. The beginning will get you hooked? Okay. All right. When I have time, I'll watch it. War documentaries are pretty good too, yeah. He acts like pretty much through the whole movie. Dude, I thought the same thing until you're an hour in the movie and the scene comes up. You're so enthralled at that point, it doesn't even cross your mind. That's cool. Only watch Grave of the Fireflies if you want to see the most depressing movie of your life. Is it a war movie? Grave of the Fireflies? Now I'm curious. I don't even see it here. What? It is. 1988. It's an anime. Look, Acno. I'm not interested in animes like that, dude. You gotta stop. It's a good film, but depressing. Yeah, I probably won't watch it, to be honest. The reason I don't get to watch animes is because I always put animes in the bottom of my list. They never make it to the top because something else always pops up that I want to watch more. Based in the something era war. Who do you guys expect to show up from previous Marvel projects in the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness? I suspect we'll actually see more newer characters, like maybe some of them from the X-Men. I saw a trailer on TV for the new Hawkeye series. Yeah, even if it's a good anime, most people who tell me an anime is good, like, I have a much different, I have very high standards to spend my time watching anime. So here's the thing. I know people will say an anime is different from a cartoon, and it probably is to some extent, but my mind's always telling me if it's cartoon. If I'm going to watch a cartoon show or a cartoon movie, even if it's adult themed, it has to be almost flawless for me to want to spend time with it. I just don't like watching cartoons as much. Now, it's not to say that there's some anime or cartoons out there that I don't like. Obviously, I praise, Pacific Rim: The Black. But I'm just not as into anime as most people. I'm really not. I have a very small list of animes that I like to watch. Very small list. Animes aren't good in general. I didn't want to say that. No, Rob, I was telling Acno he is not allowed to recommend anime even if it's good anime. Oh, okay, I misunderstood you. The only anime that can be counted as a cartoon is Pokemon. Rob, Avatar: The Last Airbender is pretty flawless, and it's a cartoon. I know, bring this up a lot, LOL. Yeah, I don't know. I just never got interested in that movie. The Avatar movie. I mean, the Avatar cartoon or anime, whatever. I haven't watched anime in a long time, but I still like anime. Yeah, Cowboy Bebop, that's my favorite anime. Yeah, I've heard great things, and I just can't bring myself to watch it. There's certain anime that I absolutely love, for some reason. And it's probably because I was so much younger when I started watching it. But Dragon Ball Z is the only one I would probably drop most things to watch. And that's considered, from a story perspective, not nearly as good as what's out there now. But it's a nostalgia hit for me. Another anime I really like, this is an old one, but it's one I liked growing up, Fist of the North Star. I like one of the more recent ones I do like is I think I mentioned this one before, The Seven Deadly Sins. I tried watching Attack on Titan. I thought it was interesting. I liked the concept. It could never bring me back after like the first 7 episodes. Not that it was bad. It just doesn't have that same effect on me, as watching something that's live action. One day, Rob, for sure. Take your time. Media isn't going anywhere soon. I know, right? I'll be 90 years old. All right, let me try watching this. My top anime right now is My Hero Academia. But again, if no one is interested, I won't be all you should watch. Yeah, my son's enjoying that. He's been watching it. My Hero Academia. He likes that show. Cowboy Bebop is pretty grounded for the most part, gritty, and takes itself seriously when it needs to, and it feels genuine. Any Neon Genesis Evangelion fans out here? Oh, off topic now, but another good movie set during World War, The Flowers of War, starring Christian Bale. Okay. The main character from Attack on Titan annoyed the fuck out of me for the first 2 seasons. Couldn't get used to him. Yeah. Evangelion sucks ass. I really enjoyed Korra. Demon Slayer and Jujutsu Kaisen are great animes to watch. Hell yeah, Neon Genesis is great. Uh-oh. Chat is converted into anime talk. Well, I guess we're ending early tonight. No, let me stop. Oh.
You are one awesome motherfucker.
Am I going to watch the live action Look, I didn't even watch the anime.
Aknogoji tipped $3.33. Nukes.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I don't know. We're having a pretty good conversation here. I'd hate to break it up to watch nukes. We could always do nukes next week. Or, Acno, you could just go watch the shit by yourself. Nukes over anime? Well, even Michael Gonzalez wants nukes. Rob, for the sake of changing the topics, what is your favorite Rocky film? Man, I do love the original. Like, I like them all, but for different reasons. Like, Rocky 3 and Rocky 4 are not nearly as great narratively as the first one or even the second one, but they're more action-packed. Man, see, now I feel like watching, like, all the Rocky movies. God, I'm so fired up to watch some of this shit tonight. I'm going to be up to, like, 7 in the morning. We can watch Nukes on Thursday when Acno isn't here. Acno's not here on Thursdays? Why haven't I been streaming on Thursdays? Well, that's okay. We're going to start streaming next Thursday. Hey, Rob, remember the time we went in a huge tangent about flying kaiju? I'll never forget that. Flying kaiju. What was it I was ranting about? The fact that most of them fly? Was it something like that? Or I vaguely remember, but I just don't remember what I was saying.
You are one awesome motherfucker. Aknogoji tipped $1. Yeah, but I want to see your reaction to nukes.
I don't know why anyone has any desire to see me react to anything. I normally don't. I mean, I know when something good pops up on Nukes, my reaction is pretty crazy. But for the most part, I don't really make. This is why I don't do reaction like trailers or anything, or reaction to trailers. I just normally watch first and react later. These 2 months are perfect to watch all the Rocky films right now. So 40 minutes of extra stuff in the director's cut, huh? Man, I really got to watch that. That's a lot. 40 minutes is a lot. Is all the 40 minutes good or? I don't understand what you meant by Sumeragi Kausner. I don't know. I never know what the fuck Kausner's talking about. I mean, look at his questions. He was asking me to compare Ghostbusters Afterlife to Terminator. And what kind of shit is that? That's like no comparison there. It's anime, dude. Of course it's trash. Come on, Mike. Not all anime is trash. You can't just be like that. I don't even think anime is trash. I just can't get into it. I can't get as immersed in anime as I do in a good, solid live action movie. Rob, I'm saying in terms of standalone sequel. I'll never forget your reaction from the one Nukes video that made you jump. Yeah, and remember that turned out to be a joke too? I remember that one because there was this girl going down the stairs and her friend was down there and she didn't know it. And her friend ran up from the shadows and it scared the shit out of me. But it turned out to be a prank. But it was funny though. After the fact. I don't know who Captain Sumeragi is and I was making a play on words. Anime isn't trash, Mike. Mike is being over dramatic. I'm just not as into it as I used to be. And it's not, and how I feel about like cartoons or anime, it's not exclusive to anime. Like, I think I was saying this the other night, but there's a lot of cartoons I love and adored as a kid. And when they came out on DVD, I bought them and I could not watch them. I cannot watch them. What's going on, Childish? I still see anime as cartoons, no matter how much blood, gore, or how edgy it is. They're still cartoons to me. Yeah, in fact, what is the difference between an anime and a cartoon? Because I mean, I've heard people say it's a difference. There's a difference. What is the difference? Other than the drawing style, because that doesn't make it different. That just makes a different style. What is the significant difference between a cartoon and an anime that makes one an anime and the other a cartoon? Because I know if I said, man, I just checked out the cartoon Dragon Ball Z, people who love anime will throw a fit. The only difference is that it's made in Japan, so basically no difference. Anime has more porn. Like over there, Batman and King of the Hill is considered anime. Over here, they're in Japan. Anime as in Japanese animation. Anime is from Japan and has... Okay, but so there really is no difference. It's just that people call it anime so that way you know they're talking about a Japanese IP as opposed to an American one. So essentially they're cartoons. Okay. Oh, well, fine. Now I'm going to refer to them as cartoons just to piss people off. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not privy to like if there was a difference. I don't look into it like that. Rob, the anime fans are going to cancel you. The fans over here are just overzealous. I figured that's what it was, but I without knowing for sure, I didn't want to make assumptions. So, but now that I know, woo, Mickey Mouse's anime. Yeah, I see what you mean. Rob, the anime fan. Oh yeah, I just read that. Family Guy is my favorite anime. Oh man, that's funny. Anime used to be called Japanimation because it was made in Japan, but over the years it's been shortened down to just anime. Okay. It's how the Japanese say it. Oh, so what's funny? People over here who are big fans of like Japanese culture, specifically like tokusatsu, kaiju, and anime, I think they get more offended by calling those things something different, even though it's the same meaning, than the Japanese would. I never understood that. Rob, what's your thoughts on the Rocky IV soundtrack? It was made by Vic Nicholas, same guy who did the music for Transformers G1 movie. I like the Rocky IV soundtrack. I think it's good. You mean the weebs, Rob? Yeah, the weebs. I wonder why. Like, why do people get like so... Why do people here get more offended than the people who create the source material?
You are one awesome motherfucker.
And in some cases, the people that make the source material don't even give a shit. They just want you to watch it.
Akno Goji tipped $1. Nukes is only savior from us. Stop talking about anime.
Oh, shut the fuck up. You're the one who started it. Don't try and flip the script. I'm putting the shit back up to $5 starting next stream. Even my wife just said that. Because she hears me talking about Akno's tips, and she's like, you need to put that shit back to $5. I'm like, yeah, making $1 is too fucking easy for him. Anime concentrates mostly on life issues or things tied closer to human emotion and has more violent and sexual themes. Cartoons are generally made to make people laugh and are more comical. Well, that's not true. That just sounds like a definition you made up. Because a lot of cartoons I watched weren't funny. I mean, Thundercats was a great cartoon. I wouldn't call it a comedy. Like, I know what you mean. Like, Looney Tunes is like a funny cartoon. But I don't think, I didn't think there was a difference. Make it $100. Yeah. If I make it $100, he'll do one tip with like a fucking thesis, just to make sure he gets every word in that he can. That's from Google. Well, I don't know if Google's the most reliable source when it comes to definitions, but I mean, okay, I guess so. But there's American cartoons that are very serious, so that's not 100% accurate. Maybe that's the best definition they can come up with. Weebs just want to feel superior. Yeah, that's not a good way to define it. There are a lot of anime that are made like American cartoons. Yeah. Yeah, no, I know what you mean, Lee. Yeah. I think that's probably the best way they could define it. But I guess in the end there really isn't any difference. US anime fans get so upset because they think it's an insult on them for watching it. I don't think it's a bad thing if you watch cartoons or anime. Don't get me wrong. I don't want people to feel like, I mean, I've watched it too. It's just that I'm very selective. I mean, you guys heard me a couple of months ago. I was praising Pacific Rim the Black. I watched all the Godzilla anime stuff. Unfortunately, it wasn't that good. I like I said, I love Dragon Ball Z. Many people consider Dragon Ball Z now to be inferior in comparison to some of the more recent animes. But I love the shit out of Dragon Ball Z. In fact, now that we're talking about all these movies, I just want to watch everything now. Like, I got to see, I want to watch the whole tournament again from Dragon Ball Z with Jiren and when Goku gets the Ultra Instinct. I want to watch that all over again. And I want to watch it from, the end of, Black Goku. Goku Black, I should say. You watch anime and cartoons like you collect figures and statues. Actually, you know what, James? That is probably the best way to describe it. I'm selective, yeah. You're right. You ever seen The Warriors? Oh, my God, Lee, that was years ago. I mean, that was, whew. I think I was definitely too young to remember it now. But I have seen it, but it's been years, man. Years. The Boondocks was funny. Have you ever seen the Boondocks? No, I haven't seen the Boondocks. Do you ever watch Robotech Macross? No. Kung Fu Panda is inspired by anime. That is the closest thing to an anime that I really enjoy. Rob, how do you feel about people on YouTube who feel Dragon Ball Super is deep? I honestly feel Dragon Ball has always been about the fights and not really stories since Super. No. Yes and no. You're right and you're wrong at the same time. There's good story there, but it's only good if you're invested in the characters because it's very character driven. The overarching story in Dragon Ball Z is generally always the same. It's always some big threat and then you got a power creep. But the story about some of the characters can sometimes be very good. For example, back in the day when they were doing the Buu saga, I remember when it started, and their sagas are long. I mean, we're talking 60 episodes sometimes, where Vegeta took it upon himself to take the opportunity to fight Goku by letting, I think, Babidi possess him. But he didn't let him fully possess him. He let him possess him enough to take his powers. And even with that, he made this big sacrifice. Unfortunately, it didn't work. But I remember or even Vegeta's is probably my favorite character. But even Goku had a lot of good storylines. I think Piccolo's had good storylines. Gohan has had probably one of my favorite storylines in the whole series, with the Cell Saga. It was really unfortunate that they they made Gohan look like the up and coming grab the torch character, and then pretty much made him into shit. I think the writers made bad choices with his characters. He always comes back to Goku. He's never expanded beyond that. That's the thing that's probably my biggest criticism of the show, is he could have made some really, really good storylines involving other characters that didn't even require Goku. But yeah, you're right and wrong at the same time. I think the overarching stories in Dragon Ball are pretty redundant. They repeat themselves. But I think the individual character storylines can sometimes be very good. Yeah, Gohan he's so neutered. It's incredible. You guys remember the Cell Saga? That motherfucker was like a badass. And then they just, I don't know, man. They just let him go. Cell Saga is my favorite of all, and I agree completely with you. Right? Yeah, Cell Saga is also my favorite saga too. As much as people hate the Buu Saga, I do like the Buu Saga. But yeah, the Cell Saga is my favorite one. Frieza Saga is good too, but the problem with Frieza Saga, it goes on a little too long. That's the only, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's always been my biggest problem with the show. I love it, but it's too much of a Goku and Vegeta show. Yeah, and unfortunately, it's at the point now where you really can't do a Vegeta story anymore because they kind of power creep them all the way up to Goku in a matter of a couple of, no, not a couple, but, I don't feel like he's earned it quite as hard as Goku has. And now they separated them again in power. Now Goku has Ultra Instinct. So Vegeta has something else to build up to. Have I seen The Matrix? Of course. Of course, I love The Matrix. It should have never had any sequels, but I watched them anyway, and I enjoy them. After the Cell Saga, Gohan never reached the level of badassery before, with the exception of where he went Mystic and the sparring session with Goku. I was really upset because Gohan was my favorite character coming out. And it's not that I don't like Goku. I like Goku, but I do want to see somebody else step up for once. And they never, and the one time they did it with Gohan, it was great. They should have never veered from that. There's nothing wrong if you take Goku and he loses a battle and somebody steps up. That to me it just makes for a better show. In the manga, they're a little closer now. Oh, are they? Also, they're probably going to bring that onto the show at some point. Because I think they said there's another movie coming out. Or they're working on another movie, I heard. I just don't know what it's called. It probably doesn't have a title yet. In Dragon Ball Super, Goku did the Tournament of Power just because, and he puts his whole universe on the line if he lost. I don't know if it was that simple. I'm not sure if he had a choice. But then again, I don't remember. It's been a while. Trunks is also a great character. I agree with that. They're all good characters. They're all good characters. They teased it with Vegeta when he got pissed. Dude, let me tell you, when that movie came out and Vegeta was beating the shit out of Beerus because of what he did to Bulma, dude, I was lit. I was like, finally. But it's like they always tease Vegeta for the Vegeta fans and they never give him a spotlight. And that's been one of the more frustrating things for me. Here's a new movie. It's called DBS Superhero. There's a trailer for it. Not too keen on the animated 3D style they're doing. Oh, I gotta check it out. I haven't seen that.
You are one awesome motherfucker.
Rocky's playing on TV now. How convenient. Yeah, they always play Rocky.
Akno Goji tipped $5. Correction: Godzilla anime trilogy is bad. Godzilla singular point it is good. Also Dragon Ball overrated, mostly because too many people talk about it. I've watched Dragon Ball franchise on Toonami when I was young. I can't get into for some reason.
Akno, just shut the fuck up. Just shut up. Singular point was terrible. Singular Point was terrible. Is Dragon Ball overrated? I think the only reason people say it's overrated is because a lot of people love it. So you have a lot of people who just want to go against the grain. I personally, in my opinion, I don't find anything about Dragon Ball Z that you could possibly hate. It can be funny. It can be epic. It can be ridiculous sometimes. But if nothing else, it is always entertaining to watch. And yes, Dragon Ball did inspire a bunch of anime to follow. That's true. But I'll say one thing about today's anime. A lot of it is very creative and very original in terms of story and the kind of world building there is. Because like the 7 Deadly Sins, for example, right? You would think the 7 Deadly Sins are villains. And they're not. They're not villains at all. And their power, the main character is so, to me, one of the things I love about him is that he's a complete badass, but only when he has to be. When there's no threat, no danger, the dude is a comedian and a pervert. He's always groping this one girl in the show and she gets all creeped out. Like he'll just run up on her and he'll start grabbing her titties like this. Like it's just crazy. And he's not an old man. He's like a young kid, man. It's just great. It's so funny. But at the same time, when it's time to get down to business, that dude will whoop that ass. There is one other anime that I have an interest in watching. I haven't watched it yet, but I think I might pull the trigger on it. And I think is it Full Metal Alchemist? Is that what it's called? Full Metal Alchemist? I think I want to check that one out. I think that's my next delve into anime. Any of you guys seen that one? Is it good? Yes, you will love it. Yes. Yep, Full Metal Alchemist. Okay, good. I'm glad because I've been brainstorming about watching that one. I don't know which one should I start first. You guys know more than I do. Goku put his whole universe on the line during the Tournament of Power just because he knew he'd win, and he did. So I mean, when you're that confident, that's a good one. I've heard of Full Metal Alchemist too. This former coworker that I had a crush on apparently watched it too. So which one should I watch first? The 2003 one? Hellsing? Okay. Maybe I'll do, you know what, since I'm doing videos again, maybe I'll do like a little series where Rob watches so-and-so anime for the first time. I won't necessarily do episode reviews, but I'll watch a couple episodes and then I'll review as to whether or not it interested me enough to continue watching it and then kind of share about how I feel about it. Yeah. "2003 is the mainstream one that is widely known. Brotherhood, I think, adheres closer to the manga." So are they the same? Like, or is it two different complete series? Like, I'm just trying to understand. I guess what I'm asking is which one. So watch the 2003 one? Okay. So watch the 2003 one first and then watch the the Brotherhood one? Oh, they deviate? Okay. The 2003 anime, you have to stop at a certain point because it has a filler ending, but then you can pick up with Brotherhood and go all the way through. Okay. How many seasons is 2003?
Akno Goji tipped $5. In your opinion, Godzilla singular point is bad. In my opinion, it's good. To quote Men in Black 3, let's agree to disagree.
Okay, we can agree to disagree. I can do that, Akno. But your opinions generally suck, so something tells me I'm still right. They're both one season? Okay. Oh, so it must be like 100 episodes though, right? Fuck, this guy doesn't give up. Get Seinfelded, fool. Godzilla anime was no good, Akno. Deal with it. Yeah, none of the Godzilla animes were good, unfortunately. In Rob's opinion, your opinion sucks, Akno. Like singular point. There you go. That's it. Don't take it personal. Yeah, Akno, don't take it personal. But I have the mic, so shut the fuck up. I love the Fate series. I just wish the arcade games come to PC. So both Fullmetal Alchemist series also have movies as well. All right, I know some of it's on Netflix. Is it all on Netflix, or does Netflix only have Brotherhood? Because then I'm going to have to hunt down the 2003 series. Both? Okay, cool. All right, cool. Rob, thanks again for getting me into the Nier. Oh yeah. I gotta play the new one, man. I haven't even picked it up yet. I gotta play the new one, but Nier is really good. Very, very. I don't want to say it's underrated because every person that's played it likes it. I would say it doesn't have enough exposure.
You are one awesome motherfucker.
Because there's still a lot of people who don't know about that game.
Akno Goji tipped $5. They only have some of the seasons.
So the movies are not canon? Okay. What a slog of a birthday that was. And you know what's sad too? Like, I like the ending of Singular Point. When Godzilla was finally arrived after that final form, and then, look, I will say this about Singular Point that I liked. I liked that Jet Jaguar out of nowhere became like the main, I guess if you want to say kaiju or giant robot. I like that he finally got some well-deserved love because fans have been clamoring for that for a long time. I love the ending when he pops up, when he gets big and he's got the final showdown with Godzilla. Like, all that is good. It's all the shit in between that. All the overly science shit, all that stuff was just fucking rotten. Now, with that said, I will say I am optimistic for season 2. We got Mechagodzilla, right? And probably some other monsters we're going to get. I just hope that they veer away from the whole science element. Yeah, Nier Replicant was phenomenal. Bought it after you told me to buy Automata. Not many people recognize the power of 2B. Yeah, 2B is... Love, Death, and Robots was a good Netflix show. I've heard that too. I got to check that one. 2B and her assets, yeah. Yeah, too much scientific talk for no reason. Very true. I fucking hated it all. Why the fuck is Godzilla's name in it if he's in it for like 48.7 seconds? Dude, that was one of my biggest gripes. And for me to complain about the lack of Godzilla and anything Godzilla related means that there's not enough Godzilla, because I have always been a defender. When people come out and say that there's not enough Godzilla, I've always been an avid defender, reminding people that many Godzilla movies, he doesn't show up till halfway through the movie. A lot of Godzilla movies are like that. But this was absolutely absurd. The dude, yeah, it's just absurd how long it takes for him to get to the show. Yeah, Jet Jaguar is always a win. The science element was boring. It was boring. Are we going to do nukes? Nah, I'm sorry. We got such into great entertainment conversation tonight that I didn't want to ruin it by doing a Nukes video, because I was kind of having fun talking about all the things we were talking about. It's been a while since we've had a solid like entertainment talk like stream, you know, where we're just talking about different movies and all that. This has been great. This has actually been one of my favorite streams, because this is actually what Entertainment Talk Nation is supposed to be about. It's talking about everything. I can live without Nukes. Yeah, me too. Boring and confusing as hell. Singular point? Yeah, man. Yeah, see, Cosmo, you know. It's called E.T.N. This yeah, I like this too. This is good. Godzilla Final Form looked pretty cool, though. That's the best I can say about it. His Final Form was cool, and I did get that figure. It should be coming in probably, well, it was supposed to come in end of December, but I think it got pushed back to January. I can't too, Rob. I'd rather have great combos like this. Yeah, seriously. Speaking of science, Jumbo, can you bring back the stream which talked about time zones? Time zones. Oh, fucking paleontologist. Well, talk to Lee about that. I got a good topic. What is everyone's top villain? Man, I have quite a few of them. I get a lot of hate for my choice, but I say Voldemort from Harry Potter. That wasn't me, Lee. That was paleontologist. But if I had to, like, top 5, I would say, in no order, Darth Vader, Agent Smith from The Matrix, Lord Voldemort from Harry Potter, King Ghidorah was one of my favorite cinema villains, and feel like I'm missing a big one. Rob is Voldemort. Yeah. Yeah, Megatron would have to be another one, but he's not in cinema as much. Because the Megatron I would choose is the Megatron from the cartoon, not from the Bayformers. Bayformers Megatron is neutered. Episode 28 is the breaking off point? Okay. I have to put Thanos in there, to be honest. I would say my top 5 is Voldemort, Darth Vader, Thanos. Oh my God, how can I forget the other? Oh, Agent Smith, and what was the other one I chose? Oh, and King Ghidorah. Doc Ock is good too, but Doc Ock is not a full-fledged villain, though. See, I like what Mr. L said there. See, I say Voldemort because I absolutely hated him. Like, he's a villain I like to hate. And there's not a lot of villains that you hate in cinema. Because even Darth Vader, you couldn't hate him. It's not Fuckward, it's Farquaad. Jigsaw's a good villain. David Lopan. Would Doc Ock be considered an anti-hero or a sympathetic villain? Sympathetic villain. Because he's more villain than hero. When, you know what I mean? Vader, Sergeant Barnes, Adrian Veidt, Joker, Jake Gyllenhaal's character from Nightcrawler. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's an asshole. Nightcrawler is such a good movie. Although I think that's what they meant, Monkey. I think they meant fuckward. But they just spelled it differently and pronounced it differently. Let's be real. Sentinel was the MVP villain of the Bay movies. He was. Sentinel Prime was when he killed Ratchet. Oh man, I was like, no. Rob, which did you enjoy more, the Night Gallery or Twilight Zone? I would have to say Twilight Zone because I never watched Night Gallery. Tony Soprano was a pretty good villain too. Yeah, Farquaad from Shrek. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Transformers 1 and 3 are the only two good ones. Oh, Ironhide. Yeah, Ratchet got killed by the other guy in the next movie. Thank you. Yeah, who was it that killed Ratchet? It was the bounty hunter. What was his name again? Damn, I forget his name from the fourth movie. Fuck, it's gonna bother me now. Lockdown, thank you. Yeah, no, you're right, Monkey. Thunderbolt Ross is a prick. But if you want to talk about villains from the MCU that are underrated, I still think Zemo is a very underrated villain. Face gun. I will say there is one scene I like in that movie, and that's when Optimus fights Galvatron for the first time, and he sticks his sword to him. He says, "You have no soul," and he's like, "That is because I have no fear." That part I like. That was dope. I don't think Tony Soprano was an anti-hero. I just think he was a selfish bastard. Count Dookie is one of my favorite Star Wars villains. I know you meant Count Dooku. You just hit the I button. Count Dookie. Rob, what's your favorite Alfred Hitchcock film? I don't think I've seen one. I know what they are, but I don't think I've seen one. That's the OG Megatron voice playing him in that scene. That's probably why. That is cause I have no fear. Too bad he went back to Megatron in the next. I know, right? What was the point of that? Although I was pretty pissed when they made Galvatron like that. I'm like, and remember they had the Transformium, that stupid. Oh God, I killed that movie. You go back to my old videos from that year, you should see. I shitted all over that movie, and I got a lot of views because of it. I made at least 4 or 5 videos shitting all over that Transformers movie. The trouble with loyalty with a cause is that the cause will always betray you. One of my favorite lockdown quotes in the film. Yeah. Megatron in the first Transformers was so bad. He was. Remember how he killed Jazz? He just ripped his ass apart. They neutered him after that. He got neutered. They should have never have killed him in that first movie. That's the problem. Transformium. Yeah, that was so dumb. Your old video, Galvatron the bitch. Yeah. Oh, you see, Jonesy remembers. Yep. But if Tony made you kind of sympathize. Well, he was the main character, so yeah. Like, there was some times you definitely sympathized for him. And there were some times that he seemed to have a good heart. But he was a selfish, and he treated people like shit. I mean, the way he treated Bobby Bacalao. That's why when Bobby Bacalao kicked his ass, oh man, I love that. That's one of my favorite episodes. When him and Carmela go up to hang out with Bobby and Tony's sister at that lake house, and it's Tony's birthday, and Tony and Jen are, is it Jan? I think it's Jan. Yeah. They're just like they're bantering back and forth, but he's like referring to his sister as a whore that gets fucked under the boardwalk. So Bobby's like, Tony, that's my wife. This is my house. And Tony's like, okay, Bobby, you're right. And then like 30 seconds later, he starts singing Under the Boardwalk with Jan naked. And then Bobby just cracks his ass. Man, that was so good. I love that part. Would Walter White count as a villain? Towards the end, yeah, I would say so. Or is he a person that has to be ruthless because of the business he's in? Megatron still got killed by Shia LaBeouf in Transformers 1. Yeah. Deadpool will kill women or innocents, but he's not a villain. Yeah, no, that's kind of weird, right? Yeah, well, yeah. that's what happened with Walter White. Like initially his plan was to do it to leave something for his family, but he got addicted to it. He got addicted to the power. He got addicted to the money. Yeah, no, it's true. That's what makes that show so good. Janice was such an annoying pain. She was very annoying. And she always had a motive. There was nothing very genuine about her. I actually like Pinhead from Hellraiser. I like his demeanor in the first two Hellraisers. I like the Hellraiser movies, especially the first two. After the second one, it kind of started going downhill. Rob, that reminds me of the scene when Nicky gets killed at the end of Casino in the cornfield. I remember seeing that scene as a kid, and I was scared. Yeah, he got his ass cracked. That's the second. Is that the first or the second time that what's his name, Joe Pesci gets offed at the end of a mob movie? Because he has two movies where he gets offed at the end. Casino's one of them. I forget what the other one was, but I'm forgetting which one came first. That was the second one? Okay. I thought it was. Yeah, Casino's a good movie too. And the thing is, he didn't even die from the cancer. No, he died from a gunshot wound. Well, he bled out, I think, right? Yeah. Goodfellas and Casino, yep. All right, guys, it is after 10. I know yesterday we did a bonus like 40 minutes, but thanks to you guys, I got some movies to watch tonight. So, all right, this has been a lot of fun. I like streams like this where we're just talking about movies and stuff. It's awesome stuff. So we will be back Tuesday. We will be back. So you guys don't have to wait till next Friday. It'll be Tuesday through Saturdays for the foreseeable future until I get another job. Once I get another job, then it'll be back to 2 days a week. So, Dark of the Moon watch party next time. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe next Friday we'll do like a Dark of the Moon watch party. I think that'll be fun. Yeah. All right, guys. You guys have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. So, next Saturday is my birthday stream. I'm not sure if I'm going to be streaming on Thanksgiving. It's not because I'm going to be out late or anything. It's just that I might be so stuffed with food that I'll be too lethargic to even turn on the computer, let alone stream. So, but if I do, you'll see me. I'll pop up. And we'll definitely be here Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday's a question mark. Friday, we can do the Dark of the Moon watch party. And then Saturday will be the birthday bash stream. So it should be a fun week. And we'll get back to videos starting Monday. So there'll be some highlights from the stream. So if you missed last night's, you'll see something there. And yeah, that's about it. You guys have a good one. Thanks for spending the night with me. No homo. And I'll see you guys next week.
Stop when the clock hits 13. You've been working, but you're flirting with the weekend. You can freak out. 1 in a million. You're a gem shine when the light grows dim. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. We got the right stuff. We put the hammer right down. Wanna be like us? You better stick around. If you want it, you gotta prove it. Like we do it, like we do it. Groove with your hips and break it down. Stop when the clock hits 13. You've been love.